Welcome back to Child Time Pod. It's your host, Rick. Got a video today from the Modern King. Woman gets pregnant, then blames her husband and divorces him. What? Please subscribe them below. I really appreciate it. Let's get that. Ciao time.
Today, I walked away from my marriage and I left my husband. Not everything you see on social media is the truth, and it's been a really long, hard battle of trying to make things.
When you guys see the tears and the makeup getting all messed up and, you know, mascara running down, let me know. You guys let me know.
Work, and I can only take so much emotional and verbal and psychological
They're so
neglect.
good at this particular voice that makes them sound like
that I have
crying.
to start thinking about my future child and protecting her as well. And as much as it hurts, it was for the best. And obviously I'm really upset.
Are you really?
That things turned out this way. Don't ask any questions that I'm not ready to answer. I just need peace and love right now.
So you come online, spill your stupid guts, put your ex-husband on blast, put all of your business on blast, and then you tell people to not ask you questions because you're not ready to answer. Then why the fuck did you tell everybody in the first place?
As I go back to my single mom by choice, not by choice journey, it needed to happen.
Divorcing your husband and taking the father out of the picture is not protecting your child. It's hurting it. It's clear you did that in your own self-interest, especially when neglect was your sole reason for divorcing him, which most likely isn't true and just an excuse to divorce him for reasons I will expand on later.
Since leaving my husband pregnant, I have been an emotional mess. I'm trying to stay positive and trying to not stress for the protection of my pregnancy and baby. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard. I have received
So they care about the stress about the pregnancy for the baby because they care so much about the child, but yet they're willing to leave the child's father, which is probably one of the most important figures in that child's life.
a lot of hate and a lot of judgment over my decision to leave. I want to say it was not a decision I made lightly, but it was a decision to protect my child and myself. Things were emotionally, verbally, psychologically, and then physically abusive. I did everything I could to make it work, and to the point where I thought I was not safe anymore and I had to leave. With the cycle of abuse, things are really good for a while until they're not. I would have never proceeded with the embryo transfer if I knew how bad they were going to be once he found out I was pregnant.
First, I wanted to point out how her story changed drastically from neglect to physical abuse.
Right.
But next, I will provide a video of her husband's reaction to her pregnancy.
I'm a donor daddy when you have a real daddy. I did a gender reveal and then I find out I'm pregnant. Like, a little backwards, but it works.
So she used a sperm donor, so it's not even his child. Okay.
Did it. We don't have to do it again.
Thank God.
From her
pretty
deleted
happy.
video of her husband's reaction to her pregnancy, we can clearly see he isn't any of the things she said he was. She also has never posted any proof of him doing any of the things she's claiming he did, and hasn't even given a single example of something he has done.
He hasn't done anything. I feel like this is kind of like a little bit of a psyop in a sense by lawyers. This is what lawyers do to tell women that when women are going through divorce, the most unsavory, feminist, far leftist lawyers are probably going to tell a lot of these women, go on TikTok and do this. Bash your husband on TikTok and all these things so it can get you more brownie points. That's what I'm assuming, because it is so rampant that women that are divorcing their husbands have literal documentaries of what's going on in their TikTok.
I wonder why that is.
Don't ask any questions that I'm not ready to answer. The last 2 weeks were a total nightmare. I thought I was going to miscarry from being emotionally and verbally assaulted. Did
you hear what you said? I thought I was going to have a miscarriage because I was getting verbally assaulted. I don't think that's how it works, girl.
Almost had to call 911 because the cramping was so bad. I have been accused online of marrying my husband solely for free IVF or just for a baby, and that could not be further than wrong. I paid $30,000 to be a single mom by choice before meeting my husband. I had 3 embryos already in storage that I could have used. I asked people to please be kind, show empathy, and stop judging. Everything I do is protection of my future child and protection of me. I hope those that are casting judgment can now hopefully understand why I did what I did, and it was not an easy thing to do. I did start this journey as a single mom by choice, and I know that this is the best thing I can do for my future child.
You see that? Single mother by choice. Oh, I love my child.
Serious?
I paid $30,000 to be a single mom by choice before meeting my husband. I did start this journey as a single mom by choice, and I know that this is the best thing I can do for my future child.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Choosing to be a single mother is one of the worst things you can do to a child. So it's hard to believe that you are doing it to protect your child. Also, if you were originally planning on being a single mom, why get married just to divorce him the second you have a kid with him?
Doesn't even make sense.
Surely it wasn't for alimony and child support. Before we continue, brother, I would like to ask you to like the video if you have enjoyed it this far.
I think this also ties into like women's ability to multitask, which we're way better at it than you guys, and our emotional intelligence is way stronger, so we actually have the ability and capacity to just like do more, and guys are just more simple-minded and dumber, for lack of a better word. So they're just like, blah, blah, blah. And like,
so many dudes are like, hey, listen, man, just let her talk. I'm not going to get mad.
Well, it's true. I mean,
don't necessarily think that men are dumber.
facts.
I don't think men are dumber. I think as far as emotional intelligence, there are some studies that would show that, yes.
Oh, please. We're way smarter than you.
Meanwhile,
England is 6 hours ahead of America. Why can't they just tell us the future?
If there's 10 billion people on Earth and Elon Musk has $200 billion, can't he just give each person $1 billion? And here's the twist. He will still have $190 billion left over. Isn't that concerning?
What?
I'm a single woman in her 40s. Have I downloaded every dating app? Yes. Have I deleted every dating app? Yes. Have I downloaded every dating app again? Yes. Have I deleted every dating app again? Also yes. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Hang out with me tonight? No, I'm gonna need 5 to 7 business days notice. Actually, this is the end of December, so let's shoot for February 15th. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Go looking for love?
They just put the standards higher and higher because they want to be more single, or what? What the fuck is up with this shit?
No, I'm gonna need Mr. Right to teleport into my living room. Thanks. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Do I want you in my life? Maybe. Do I need...
The amount of makeup this lady has, the foundation and everything. Just look at the colors, like her face color compared to her real color right here.
Need you in my life? Absolutely not. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Stay over tonight? I'm gonna need you to actually call yourself a lift and lift yourself right on out of my house so I can get a good night's sleep. I'm a single woman in her 40s. I'm going to need to see this signed permission slip from your therapist before you approach me romantically. I'm a single woman in her 40s. If a man wants to, he will. No, actually, if a man won't, I'll find someone who will.
The hardest part about being the single friend in your mid to late 20s is not the actual fact of like being single, it's thinking you were gonna be somewhere else at this point in your life. Like, I am not happy with how my life's going. I don't know how to change it. The panic and the fear and the loneliness is like something I never thought I would have to deal with ever. And I'm like so happy for a lot of my friends, but like, I don't know why the universe said, yeah, you can sit home and be alone. Like, I don't want to be doing this.
I'm saying in today's society, women have more influence on non-physical types of ways through politics and things like that.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but ultimately they only have that sway if men allow them to through enforcement. And if men collectively, because they've had this before.
But it's not men allowing them to.
They had it in Iran. They had it in Iran. They had women's liberation in Iran until the Iranian, and they were in politics and they had sway until the Iranians went, no, and took all that shit away. And they can't do anything about it. But you can have a revolution inside of a nation by men. That's done all the time. And they're able to take rights or give rights. That's just the way the world works. And one of the blind spots of feminism is, I don't know why, but they can't seem to see that. They can't seem to see that this perpetual egalitarianism is worthless because you can never really achieve it anyway. So I don't know why they're striving towards it so
Why
hard.
can't you get as close to it as possible?
Well, you can try to get as close to whatever you want as possible, but these outcomes that we're seeing on your pathway there certainly don't seem great. It doesn't seem like it was a great idea to wreck the nuclear family. That seems like a really fucking bad idea. And they did. It doesn't seem like it's a good idea to try to make men and women compete in the workforce. That seems like a really fucking bad idea. These are not good ideas for society, and they haven't worked out very well.
But it's like most of these are on the basis of your objective, or not objective, your subjective morality. Like, you think that, like, it's so much worse because those children are coming out mentally ill because they have single mothers? Maybe they're way more able to take on opportunities with confidence or something like that because they are less prone to being submissive because they didn't have a father in the home. So they act more masculine.
So more mentally ill kids?
I'm saying that the problems that you have with feminism it's because we're getting farther from the patriarchy, right?
Yeah, and it's leading to really bad outcomes for everybody, including the women.
Feminism has probably hurt women more in the long run than it has ever helped them, in my opinion. You know, they've made men hate them. That's probably one of the major things that feminism... You made men hate you. You made men see the true evil nature of women. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.